welcome back to Disney and Beyond, your one-stop shop for all things Disney and pop culture. It's time for the Friday feature. We're going to be discussing my top five Disney attractions in Disneyland Paris. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so this video is going to be what I consider to be my top five attractions in Disneyland Paris. That's the Disneyland Park and the Studios Park. I'm going to be doing two of these videos because there are the top five attractions that most people would consider the top five, and there are the top five that I consider the best because being in the wheelchair, there are a limit to how many rides and attractions I can actually take part in. So this particular video is going to cover the top five attractions that a person in a wheelchair can do in their wheelchair. They will be all remain in wheelchair attractions. So, first up, we've got at number five, we've got the Magic Carpets. Now, this is an Atlantis Magic Carpets. It's in the Studio Park, right down in the corner, next to Crush's Coaster. And, okay, for most, this is probably, just a merry-go-round. But I absolutely love the carpets in the Studio Park. I think they're so much fun, and usually there's not a huge queue. So if you're in your wheelchair, they tend to let you stay on for a second go around. Now, it's probably the fastest ride that I get to go on. And I do. I just enjoy it. I love it. We usually have a lot of fun on there, and I tend to go on it 2 or 3 times. The carpets is also in Orlando. I've been in Orlando. In Orlando, it's in the Adventureland part of the Magic Kingdom. Not sure why in Disneyland Paris it's in the Studio Park, but it's there. So if you're in a wheelchair and you like merry-go-rounds and you want to get a little bit of speed, go ahead for that one. Love it or hate it, at number 4, I've got It's a Small World. Just a lovely, gentle little ride around the world. It's the happiest cruise on earth, apparently. A lot of people see it as lame and see it as being a ride that is just for children and it's boring and the song gets stuck in your head and you're singing it over and over and over again. But, it's a nice, pleasant little ride. In the summer, if it's hot, it's nice to get in there to get a couple of minutes out of the sun. And in the winter, if it's cold, it's nice to get a couple of minutes out of the cold. I really like it. I actually think it's one of the best small world rides in a Disney park. Obviously, it's a staple of Disney. It's one of the original attractions. It's huge. It's like they will never touch Small World because I think people would literally riot in Main Street. So yeah, in Disneyland Paris, it's in the Disney park. In Fantasyland, where it usually is in all the Disney parks. It's not actually in Disneyland Paris the original vision and the original design of the attraction building. The way it was designed in California, they had to paint it white because of the bleaching of the sun. The sun would ruin it. In Florida, in Orlando, the attraction building is actually indoors. The queue is inside. I think probably because of the weather and the heat as well. In the summer, it gets so hot. I think people will probably faint because the queue in the summer is always massive and you can be standing there for a while. So yeah, in Disneyland Paris, it is actually the original conception and the original design for the ride. I also think the Disneyland Paris ride makes more sense in it's the way it goes around the different countries. it's a lot more coherent geographically speaking. But yeah, that's my number 4. It's a small world. Okay, so at number 3 we have Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. In America, it's known as Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. Basically, Laser Blast is essentially the same ride. You sit in a Ranger buggy and you fly through the galaxy, fighting Emperor Zurg and his minions. It's a really fun ride. You get a laser gun and you shoot at targets and rack up as many points as humanly possible. Off the top of my head, can't remember what my top score is. Not that great. But pro tip, if you're in the parks, um, Laser Blast is in the Disneyland Park in Tomorrowland, Discoveryland. I always get those two confused because it's a different name in Disneyland Paris to what it is in the other parks. But yeah, it's in there. Um, right near the entrance of that land, actually. Um, and yeah, you basically have a gun, shoot targets. Pro tip, if you're there, aim for the triangles because the triangles give you the most points. Now, I finally know where every single triangle is, so I may do a video when I go in September and give a pro tip as to where all the major points to score are for just for you guys. So you know, it's not cheating; it's educational. But yeah, another one you go in the wheelchair. Fantastic the way they do it. Ramp comes out, slots you up inside. And yeah, the gun's right in front of you, controls right in front of you. And it's all flat, it's not fast, so it's not unsafe for the wheelchairs. And yeah, you spin around and aim at the targets, and it's just a lot of fun. We usually go it 2 or 3 times. So yeah, that's number 3. Buzz Lightyear, Laser Blast. Now my number 2 is a ride, but it is an attraction, and that's Mickey and the Magician. Mickey and the Magician has actually been touted as one of the best Disney shows in all the Disney parks. It's a really nice show. It's not overly long, but they cover up so much in it. It's in French and English, so you get a mixture of languages. If you don't speak French, you don't have to worry about sitting there and not understanding the word of what's going on. It covers so much. There's the Lion King in there, Aladdin is in there. Just so many. It's such an enjoyable show. Mickey, the head of the costume is animatronic, so his mouth is moving, his eyes are blinking. It's not been there that long. There's several showings during the day. Sadly, last time I was there in May, the showing that we were going to go to had to be cancelled due to technical difficulties because a lot of the stage and the set is, you know, animatronic. So they had technical difficulties with that. We sadly had to miss it, but I will be going in September. If you are in Disneyland Paris, check it out because it's an amazing show. It's in the studio park. You come in the entrance, go to your right, and you can't miss it. It's opposite the Art of Animation building and the Cars ride next door to this Magic Carpets, funnily enough. So yeah, it's just a really good show, and there's plenty of seats in there. So yeah, check it out. At number 2, Mickey and the Magician. And finally, at number 1, we have my all-time favourite. In fact, I think it's one of my all-time favourite rides anywhere, and it's unique to the Disneyland Park. And that is, well, actually, it's not the Disneyland Park, it's unique to Disneyland Paris. It's in the studio park, and that is Ratatouille. Ratatouille opened it on the 10th of July 2014, so it's only 3 years old. It cost $270 million US to build. It's very technologically advanced ride. It's a trackless ride, meaning it's all done by sensors and things. There is no track, it follows a path, but it follows a different path depending on where you are. It's the same path essentially, but you sometimes get different placements. Like one bit you'll be on the left, another time you may be in the centre, another time you may be on the right. So basically, you are a rat and you are visiting Remy's restaurant, and yeah, it follows all the characters through, and Remy trying to create a dish and not get caught. You get chased around the restaurant, around Gustav's restaurant. It's 3D as well, so you get 3D goggles, 3D glasses. Um, but it's also sets as well. It's just really amazing, really well done, and the effects are very, very, very effective. There's one part where you slide through a skylight on the roof, and the car that you're sitting in will actually tip. So not only do you get the effect of the 360 3D, you get the feeling of actually tipping forward. So it's just really, really effective. Um, and totally, totally immersive. Not an overly long ride, it's probably 2, maybe 3 minutes long. Um, but at the end, as you come out of the ride, you have the very well themed and very well decorated Chez Remy restaurant. So yeah, it's my favourite. It's absolutely brilliant. I go it every time. Sometimes more than once. Well, in fact, every time more than once. And yeah, so it's in the movie park. It's right over the back, next to the Toy Story park. It's a whole little French themed town square, market square. There's a shop there, and as I say, there's Chez Remy there, the restaurant, and the ride itself. So usually in the summer, the lines are pretty big. Um, last time I was there, it was for the Star Wars soiree, and we went on it 2 or 3 times because the queues were non-existent. Um, so yeah, we got to go on it a lot. Um, but it's just really, really fun. It just, as I say, it's unique to Disneyland Paris. So if you're going there, definitely go on it, especially if you're coming over from America, because it's not out in the American parks. Although, having said that, it is rumoured to be coming to Orlando at the French Pavilion. It's not concrete that is happening yet, but it is rumoured to be happening. So it'll be a shame because it's nice to have something unique at our what we would consider our local park, even though I'm about 4 hours away from it by train. Um, yeah, it's just definitely check it out. Definitely go on it because you will love it. I know I love it. So yeah, that's my number one, Ratatouille. So those are my top five Disneyland Paris favourite attractions. And as I say, these are my personal favourites. And guests in a wheelchair can remain in their wheelchair the whole time they're on these attractions. It's absolutely great that Disney does this, and there are few theme parks in the world where wheelchairs can actually get on a ride or see an attraction. So I will be doing another video with the general top five Disneyland Paris attractions down the line because for everybody people it's obviously very different and there are other attractions that they may enjoy. Obviously, I have friends and family that go on these attractions, so I'll be using their knowledge and experience to do that video. In that video, I will have been on some of those attractions in the past, and I could transfer from my wheelchair. But for now, these are my personal favourites, and hopefully you will enjoy them too. If there are attractions you think I should have included, or you disagree with the list, or even if you agree with the list, please do comment on the video below, as we love to hear what you guys think. Please like, share, and subscribe, as that is really appreciated, and it does help the channel to grow. So that's it for this video. This is the first Friday feature that we've done. There will be another one next week where I talk about what I hope to see and some of the rumours surrounding the D23 Expo in Anaheim. And yeah, we'll be covering that and discussing that. So until next time, to infinity and beyond.